Anyway, so Richard was not only instrumental in helping me get this place off the ground. He is he's one of the underappreciated songwriters of all time. This man has a body of work that, when it's all compiled, he died about 10 or 11 days ago. But when his compilations are actually tallied up and put in the book, people will see what he's done. I mean, people say, "Oh, Rex, you're a great songwriter." I've written a couple of great songs, but that doesn't make you a great songwriter. If you're a baseball player and you hit 4 home runs a year, they don't call you a slugger, right? And so the way you say what's the difference between a songwriter and a great songwriter is a person who's written a lot of great songs. Like Richard fits in there. Townes, of course, a guy, and Leonard Cohen, the people that we lost in the last couple of years. But he not only was my best friend, maybe tied for my best friend on this earth. I've known him. We don't even know where we met. I just remember him. We were friends. We've done so much together. We traveled. He went for a whole year with us on tour, and that book of his, Gulf Coast Boys, he wrote that about that year tour, and about Richard and I living down here, telling our wives and girlfriends that we were out looking for work, and we were out looking for trout, and we finally got busted, and we worked on a shrimp boat. We tried to lie to this guy. We said, "Oh yeah, we know how to do it. Yeah, I've done that." And he said, "Do you know how to cull?" I went, "Sure, I know how to cull. Just cull, I mean, totally busted us, So he hired us for the first season as one person. We were both there, but they only paid us as one person, which, hey, it was a deal, for him. And like I say, he was a great friend, a beautiful friend of Townes, and just a great songwriter. If you ever get the chance to grab some of his songs, he's a lyricist. He like Townes was more of a poet first, musician second, and it's like Townes used to get a certain amount of drunk, and then he would break out this satchel of poetry that had not become songs yet, and he would recite poetry. And what a wonderful thing to sit around and have Townes Van Zandt reading his poetry to you. It's just a magic thing that can't ever happen again. And Richard was also sort of that way. When he got a certain amount of drunk, he and Townes both used to get on the phone and call people. And I was on both of their call lists. So I always got the semi-drunk phone calls. And I cherished every one of them. And, Richard married a girl from Switzerland, at least 10 years ago, I can't remember. And he's been coming over here. I didn't realize he was as sick as he was the last time I saw him, but he had prostate cancer, and he went to the hospital, I don't know, maybe 10 days ago, and he died in 3 days. And he will be so sorely missed. A great friend, great writer, and a great human being. And so I'm fixing to do my bucket record. And when I do, I'm going to have this spiel I'm just telling you now, except I'll actually have written it instead of just ad-libbing it. But God bless you guys, and thank you for appreciating the kind of music we do. I mean, we're on the verge, in my opinion, of losing songs where the lyrics still count. That's terrible. I mean, that's horrible. Listen, we're doing our best, Well, thank you, but it's important that I have we have people like Ray Wiley Hubbard and Joe Ely, you know, and it seems like the audience is there's nobody under 40. And I'm worried about the millennials and the new generation picking up on our kind of music where the lyrics do count. Where you know, it's important that the lyrics count. In my life, anybody can play disco music or, you know, my God. Anyway. So our motto is where lyrics still count. It's been on all of my flyers. It's been on the website for thanks. And it's important that we gotta help make sure that music is where the lyrics are important, and they still count, and they should always count as much as any other part of the song.
And it's a fool I am for waiting for the sound of your returning, for the sound of gentle breathing and footsteps across the floor. You can lay aside your bucket full of teardrops, believe me, son, that ain't a game I play. All your tears are gone and you won't come along. I'll sing for you a song of Gypsy Friday. When all your tears are gone and you won't come along, I'll sing for you a song of Gypsy Friday.
Like a lot of people, the first time I fell in love with some Townes songs, I didn't realize they were Townes songs, so I'd heard from other people. I played my first open mic night and played Snowing on the Pines. There's a girl in my high school who could sing it really pretty, and we played it. And then when I went to college in Austin and had some buddies, a buddy Nate Walker kind of like turned me onto it and started learning it. And then, you know, I found out about Live at the Old Quarter. I ended up moving back to Houston, and at one point came down and started coming to the open mic night.
Seen the Mona Lisa too. I have heard Dr. Watson play along the Stockade Blues. I have been to Fort Worth. I have been to Spain. I have been too proud to come in out of the rain. So forgive me all my anger, forgive me all my faults. There's no need to forgive me for thinking what I thought. I loved you from the get-go, and I'll love you till I die. Well, I loved you on the Spanish stairs today. Say goodbye.
Well, I'm married to Rex Bell. We've been friends and lovers for 50 years. We got married 2 years ago. I met Townes around the same time that I met Rex at the Old Quarter Cafe that they had in Houston. I was a, what is it called? Anyway, I was able to have adult privileges as a minor because of my status. So I met Rex when I was 15 years old in town. And they told me I needed to start playing the guitar. So they have these round table guitar sessions at the Old Quarter in the daytime. And I'd go in because I had a little tobacco shop, so I practiced all day. And then I'd go in and I'd hear them sing a song, and I'd say, show me how to play that song. They were all really nice. And I went to Townes, and I said, Townes, he was doing Darcy Farrell. It's a song he did all the time. It's not one of his. And I said, how do you play that? He goes, well, this is the melody. Dun, 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 dun. And the thumb goes like this, boom, 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 and you just put it all together.
Wow.
So
Great
there
story.
wasn't much help really. But Townes and I became good friends. We like to hang out. And, you know, all those guys in those days, they were real friendly with me, I guess. Guy Clark, and Eric Taylor, and the ZZ Top Boys,
Oh yeah.
Dusty and
When was this? What year is this?
this was 68, 1968.
Wow.
Yeah, so it was cool. I got to
Oh,
meet
yeah.
all these wonderful musicians. They taught me a bunch about playing the guitar, and we got to I kept in touch with Rex and Townes through the years. So it was
So great.
yeah, it was really nice. And I watched him play many hours. Saw his shows at the colleges that Rex talked about.
Oh, right.
It was really amazing. They had these huge auditoriums and he put all these seats in and they all were filled. And they just loved Townes. So.
At one college in North Carolina, we were in this motel. We were tossing hats, we were tossing cards for money, and finally we started burning money. We said, stop. So we said, let's just give everything we have to the first person that's nice to us. So we went to this diner next to the motel and ordered coffee, and this lady was really nice. And so went up there, and I had all the money, must have been like a couple of $1,000. And she was going, sir? Now I imagine her version is, well, there was these two idiots. You know, Townes didn't tell me he wrote this song. We were on tour, and he said, Rex, I got a new song. Why don't you just sit out for a second? I said, sure. And he played this song. How does the song go? Let's ride the blue and high and free. She'll lead you down to misery, leave you low come time to go, alone and low as low can be. Well, if I had a nickel, I'd find a gain. If I won $1, I'd make it rain. If it rained an ocean, I'd drink it dry and lay me down dissatisfied. Well, it's legs to walk and thoughts to fly, eyes to laugh and lips to cry, a restless tongue to classify, all born to grow and grown to die. Are chained upon the face of time, feeling full of foolish rhyme. There ain't no dark till something shines. I'm bound to leave this dark behind. Hi, Gary. So tell my baby I said so long. Tell my mother I did no wrong. Tell my brother to watch his own, and tell my friends to mourn me none. Well, let's ride the blue and high and free. She'll lead you down to misery, leave you low come time to go, alone and low as low can be, alone and low as low can be. Living on the road, my friend, is gonna make you free and clean. Learn to wear your skin like iron, your breath's as hard as kerosene. Weren't your mama's only boy, but her favorite one, it seems. She began to cry when you said goodbye, sank into her dreams. Pancho was a bandit, boys. His horse was fascist polished steel. Wore his gun outside his pants for all the honest world to feel. Pancho met his match, you know, in the deserts down in Mexico. Nobody heard his dying words.